To my brother Riley for getting his pilot's license. Where the hell is that motherfucker?
To my father's black card, to my black card.
God, I haven't done Sambuca since I was 20 years old.
Far Cry 3. This game's pretty damn cool, but let's just talk for a second. It's no secret that this is a shooter-flooded industry, so when one comes around that looks different and interesting, a lot of people will take note. And they did. Far Cry 3 is one of the best reviewed games of 2012, and that praise is pretty well deserved too.
Get the fuck out of here, you chicken fuck! Run, Forrest! Run!
To start things off, this game's got a crazy amount of exploration. You're encouraged to take time away from your single-player missions and just go out and explore. Cars are just the right amount of slippery when you're driving on a road, and going through the jungle is just thrilling. Hand gliding over the island to get a bird's eye view is scenic and relaxing, and boats are, well, they're boats.
Okay, I'll be careful.
The game gives you experience when you perform different actions, and that experience leads to some of the most satisfying leveling up I've ever seen. Your progression reflects every aspect of this game. You see your tattoo, or tatau,
Worthy of the tattoo.
and you gain a new and usually useful skill. It's nice to not just get some arbitrary stat boost. Everything you do just feels deserved. You kill some wildlife, you take their skin. Take out an enemy, grab their weapon, and then kill their friends. Seize an outpost, now you have it as a safe house. You really get a great sandbox to just have fun in. I just love the first few hours of this game. You're so new to the world, it's unfamiliar and frightening. You have to adapt to your surroundings. It's really cool to experience. Unless you're afraid of snakes. Fuck snakes. With all this said, how can Far Cry 3 not be the best game ever? Well, that's because as a game, Far Cry 3 really excels, not so much as an overall experience. When it tries to tell a story, it shows how silly it really is. And it's not a good silly.
You think almost being killed or sold into slavery is fun?
Hey, Lisa, calm down.
This is a nightmare.
Okay, listen.
There's no consistent tone to Far Cry 3. It jumps back and forth between melodrama and just weird comedy.
What's going on back there?
Traffic control!
The only character I actually enjoyed being around was Voss. He'll be soft-spoken and almost poetic one moment and then just go batshit crazy the next.
Boss, who the fuck is it going to be? Them or me? Me or them?
What's unfortunate is that everyone who played Far Cry 3 got a glimpse of what the tone should have been. And it's this right here. This is the epitome of Far Cry 3. It's stupid, it's fun, and most of all, it's memorable. Just look at your surroundings right now. You're lighting up fields of weed, accompanied by reggae dubstep. This is perfectly stupid. It's idiotic brilliance, even. Why couldn't the rest of the game capture this sort of style?
That's one down.
Without a consistent and entertaining tone, there's no oomph to the game. It's because of this Far Cry 3 shows how gameplay isn't all that matters in games nowadays. Now, before you get really angry, I'm not saying you need a riveting and thought-provoking story to make something worthwhile. Games like Mario Galaxy don't need to examine the human condition, but at least they don't pussyfoot around the idea of gameplay being the main focus. They don't waste your time with bullshit. You need to have an identifiable style and tone, and when you don't, the experience is just muddy. So if you're gonna take time to tell a story, you better make damn sure it's worth telling. People shouldn't excuse a lazy or nonsense story. That kind of thinking made Far Cry 3 simply a game, and it could have been a real experience.
The thing is, up there, you thought you had a chance. Way up in the fucking skies, you thought you had your finger on the pussy trigger. But hermano, down here. Down here.